This is the plaintiff, Tiara Bro. She says she purchased a car from the defendant and the woman sold her an unsafe car. When she called her to discuss the problems, the woman blocked her number. Well, she gave the defendant her hard-earned money for what she was told was a good car, but isn't. And now she wants her $1,000 returned. So she's suing. This is the defendant, Teresa Lynn Barty. She says the car was in good shape and drove fine, and she gave the plaintiffs a great deal on it. Next thing she knows, the woman's threatening her, saying she was going to come and beat her up. Bottom line, she sold the woman a 2007 car. She never guaranteed there wouldn't be any problems with it, and a sale is a sale. She's accused of failing to disclose problems. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,000 for lost wages, stress, and aggravation.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant sold her an unsafe car, then blocked her number. But the defendant says the car was in good condition, but she never guaranteed there would be any problems. It's the case of I got your number.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Bro, you're suing Ms. Barty, who you bought a car from, because according to you, the thing's a piece of junk. All right. How did you find this car in order to buy it?
Ms. Barty had posted it on a website called OfferUp.
OfferUp. So did you go test drive it?
No, when we got there, her friend was working on the serpentine belt.
Okay.
And then there was no gas in the car, and the battery was dead, so it couldn't be test drove.
Oh, I need to. That's the car I want. The one that has no battery, the one that, all right. So when did you test drive it?
I drove it to the gas station. And
after you bought it?
Yes, and I contacted Ms. Barty within 5 minutes.
Okay, why would you buy it without test driving?
I took her word for it. She said it was a good car.
Because you'd known her how long?
Not at all.
Right. Instead of just driving it to the gas station, why don't you just test drive it and/or drive it to the gas station, put gas in it, and then test drive it? Why do you buy it before test driving it is my question.
I don't know. I can't give you the answer.
Okay. Now, did you tell her she couldn't test drive it?
No, ma'am, I did
Why
not.
are you selling a car for $700?
Because I didn't need it and I was in a hurry to sell it just because my mother had just died and I just wanted to be done selling the car. I already had another car that I had used instead of that car.
What was wrong with the car?
It needed some repairs, like it needed some screws put in the front fender where it was kind of loose in the front end, but it wasn't like broken. It just had some screws missing. It had a check engine light on, which I disclosed before she even came on the phone. And we could have went to the gas station and put gas in it if she wanted to. All she had to do was say that she wanted to go to the gas station. We could have went. She could have drove it all she wanted to before she bought it. And it was definitely worth $700 for a 2007 car.
I mean, the shell.
I didn't say that.
So what I'd like to know is there any paperwork between you guys? May I see it?
I bought the car from a tow yard. It's a release, and all information about the car is in that pack. Because the car was towed for whatever reason, and I went to a tow yard. I went to the tow yard, and I bought it from them. The car is sold as is. And then I ended up using a different car.
Well, the car was
instead
sold
of that
as is
car.
to you, and then the question is that the car, was there some warranty made to her that she could
Absolutely
sue under?
not.
And
There's,
unless she could buy, this is all the stuff that, and what did you pay for it?
I paid $500 for it. Mm-hmm. But I also put a new serpentine belt on it, and
You're entitled to make a profit. You don't have to apologize. When did you buy it?
it's October the 5th.
So do you have any paperwork from her sale to you?
I did, but when I donated the car, I had to give over that paperwork to them.
Wait,
Okay.
she donated the car? Because if I have to give back the money for the car, she needs to give me back my car, right?
That's kind of the way it works.
Yeah, I'm like...
So who'd you donate the car to?
I donated it to a mechanic. I actually have the paperwork.
You're asking to undo a deal which would require you to return the car to her if I were to find in your favor.
That I understand, but when I contacted Ms. Barty to get my money back and give her back the car, Ms. Barty stated, and I have it.
I'm going to assume she said hell no. But now you're in court saying I want my money back. How is that going to happen if you don't have the car to give to her back?
That I understand. But
Well, if you understand it, why are you here?
Ms. Barty told me to just sell the car, that she was not going to give me back my money at all.
No, I understand. But now you want to make me do what she wouldn't do. You want me to do the switch. So you're asking me, Judge, I want my money back, that would require you to return the car.
2007 car. She doesn't have a mechanic check because she says the car didn't have any gas. Out of luck?
Yeah, I think she was responsible for checking if the car.
Out of luck?
Yeah, it's older than a decade.
Older than dirt. I mean, is that crazy that she would do something like that?
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. No gas going inside the courtroom.
See, here's the thing. When you buy a used car from a private party, it's an as-is sale. That means that you buyer beware. You better know what you're buying. And, you know, when you buy a $700 car, you're also pretty much on notice. But it's not like Macy's. You can't just go and return whatever it was that didn't fit you. You have to have some legal basis to do that. For example, she gives you some kind of warranty and violated the warranty. Did she give you some kind of warranty?
When we were there at Ms. Barty's house buying the car, we had asked both of them if anything went wrong with the car, if I can call back, if he would fix the car. And he said yes, and that'd be free of charge.
Who's he?
Mr. Funk.
Mr. Funk? He has not come up as a character in this play yet. Come on up, Mr. Funk.
I contacted
Actually, what he said was, if you buy me a drink.
That's what he told my mom.
I said
He agreed to do it.
we could discuss what the errors could be and whether or not I could repair them.
Did you say
or
if you
not.
buy me a drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
And-
All right. So
I
everybody
never-
was lovey-dovey at the beginning of the sale. And then what happened afterwards? What were your contacts with each other afterwards?
I had drove to the gas station. Not even 5 minutes later, I called Ms. Barty once I got to the gas station. No response, no nothing. I called her the next day and let her know these are the problems that's wrong with the car. And the check engine light had nothing to do with the battery, that it was the intake manifold actuator. I actually let her know when I stopped
How did you
at the
find
gas
out all
station.
this stuff?
I had to take the car to AutoZone to find out what the check engine light was.
Why didn't you drive the car you're thinking of buying to AutoZone to find out what a check engine light is? You're buying like a pig in a poke.
Because
you
it
have
was-
no idea what you're buying because you don't know what the check engine light is for.
Because it was 11 o'clock at night and no AutoZones
Then
were
don't
open.
buy it. Buy it tomorrow. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? All right, so how was the contact between you two afterwards?
It was very scarce and hard to get a hold of her. When Ms. Barty finally did message me back, she told
Did
me
it get nasty?
It did.
How so?
I had contacted Ms. Barty. Ms. Barty said she moved to Arizona and that she wasn't giving my money back for me to sell the car. So then I called Funk and asked him, is there anything you can do about the front wheel and the check engine light? My mom had called him. He agreed to fix it. When I called back from a blocked phone number to get a hold of Ms. Barty, I was told she's going to kick my black ass.
By who?
Ms. Barty.
Tell me how the
I
contact
never
between
said
you
a
two
rude
went.
word. I never said I was going to harm her in any way. I didn't say her black ass. None of those words came out of my mouth. She threatened to beat me up, not me threatening to beat her up. And then
She
she
threatened to
sent
beat
me.
you up?
She did, and then she sent me links to my Facebook account and who my family was and my old addresses and my current address and whatever information she could drum up online about me. And I said, this could be considered stalking and threats. And if you don't quit threatening me, I'm like, if you're not happy with what you decided to buy, just sell it. There were plenty of people interested in the car. I wish I had sold it to somebody else other than her because the car was not a bad car. Yes, it had check engine lights. I told her that first. They weren't a big deal. He looked them up. We know what they were about.
Okay, we're done. This is an as-is sale and there is no warranty. Therefore, you cannot get your money back. Aside from that, even if somehow I were to find that she had violated some warranty, you've already gotten rid of the car, so you can't come to court and ask me to undo a deal where you can't do your part of the undoing. On your counterclaim against her for lost wages, stress, and aggravation, what's that for?
Well, because I can't work today, because I'm here.
Who tells you people at the courthouse that that's the compensable? Yeah, your remedy is to win, which is happening.
Okay.
In this case, and your lawsuit against her, my verdict is for the defendant. I'm dismissing your lawsuit. Bye.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff loses her case mainly because you don't have the car to give back. Did you realize that was the situation?
No, I did not realize that there was nothing I could do with the car. So I was told the best thing for me to do was to donate it to a mechanic as a mechanic special.
You used the term donate. You mean you gave it to a mechanic?
I-
Most people donate to a charity.
I
The mechanic
gave-
wasn't a charity, right?
No, I gave the car to a mechanic because it wasn't worth It wasn't worth more than $150 in the condition that it was sold to me as.
So what'd he do with it? Any idea?
I have no idea. I haven't contacted him since I filed the court claim.
Well, you're out of luck. I'm sorry. You've
It
learned
happens.
the lesson the hard way. Don't buy cars at 11 o'clock at night.
Don't buy cars at 11 o'clock at night and don't
Yeah.
expect people to be completely honest.
I'm sorry for you. Thank
It
you very
happens.
much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
you must
you.
sign a few documents on your way out of the courtroom. All right, Ms. Barty. Maybe the other thing to say is don't sell a car at 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
You might have found a better customer from your
Probably,
perspective. Do you know what I
maybe.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
She got a good deal.
She got a good deal?
She did.
Well,
The car ran and
she
just
gave it
drove.
away.
She drove it away.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, that'll do it. All right, Harvey?
Okay, I'm going to make this point. You're going to buy a 2007 car and not get a check with the mechanic is crazy. Always get a check. And if they won't let you get a check, don't buy the car.